Get the most out of your time at work with Karen Gately. Leadership and People Management Specialist.
'Tis the season, Karen Gately, for Office Christmas parties, and we welcome you now to chat about the etiquette surrounding those.
Exactly. Good morning.
A lot of people probably aren't, there are probably two camps here. There's those that are like, yeah, can't wait, bring it on,
Party!
baby! And then there's the ones that are like, do I have to go?
Yeah, I think that's entirely right, actually,
Yeah.
when I reflect. Hopefully there's a group in the middle that, are actually up to the party, really want to hang out with colleagues, but are ready to keep it a little bit tidy. Yeah. Every year we are helping organisations sort through issues that have come up from the Christmas party. And, some employees even ask me, should we be even having one?
Yeah.
Is it really worth it? It's so risky.
Yeah.
And my response to that is yes. I think it's a great opportunity, clearly to say thank you to the team and also as a group of people just to stop and celebrate and, reflect on the year that we've just had. But, as most of us have seen, things can get a little problematic and out of hand at times.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about that problematic behaviour, because I suppose that's the stereotype for the Christmas party, that one person on the staff is going to be best on ground or worst on ground, depending on what way you look at it, and
Damon.
make a bit of a mockery of the whole situation. So how badly can you actually hurt your career by one day at a Christmas party?
Well, you can absolutely destroy it. I've seen people do crazy things that don't leave their employer clearly perceiving them as a mature, responsible, professional person. The extreme end of the spectrum, we're talking about people getting hurt. Now, clearly that's not funny, and we need to be very real about the fact that people get in their cars, they get hurt on the way home, they fall off the bar and, crack their head open. They do all sorts of crazy things like that. But, they do things that are less dramatic as well, like going to tell the CEO how to do their job better, in the middle of the Christmas party. Yes, deciding to have an argument or finish off that debate that we had in the office last week. Those are all behaviours that, again, clearly make everyone else feel uncomfortable, but also damage our reputation.
You need a good airing of grievances.
Perhaps not there. What are the actual technical rules though, Karen? Because if you're going to a Christmas party and it's not on work time and it's not on your work premises, can you still get fired if you behave in a way that they don't like? I mean, I have no idea what the rules are.
Yeah, so the work Christmas party, regardless of the venue, is actually an extension of the workplace. Okay. So you're still, in the eyes of the law, at work. So your employer still has a duty of care, still has obligations to create a safe environment to make sure that you're okay. So clearly things like, responsible serving of alcohol becomes really important. Yep. Yeah. And then, for example, our own behaviours, all of the workplace policies around harassment, around discrimination, around bullying, around all of those things go with us to that event. So absolutely our employer has a right to, take issue or take action when our behaviours are destructive and, out of line. But you'd also hope that at the Christmas party it's a bit of, time to relax and have a bit of fun and it's not be... Well, exactly, right. It is important to be safe and sensible, but let's not be too square at the same time. Yep.
So how do the leaders then establish the right ground rules? How do they prepare best for the Christmas party?
Well, I think it's about educating people as a starting point. So, again, the reminder, we don't have to come across as everyone's parents, but at the same time, just remind everyone, this is a time we're going to be having fun and we need to be protecting each other, keeping each other safe. So as long as we are taking steps to educate people and then, as I said before, making sure that we are sensible around the serving of alcohol, making sure that we're providing food. One of the reasons I see issues happen is because people hit the bar hard and early and there's no food provided.
Line the stomach.
Yeah, exactly. By the time the food's rolling, half the people are as well. So, I think it is important just to make sure there's something that people can start to eat pretty quickly.
And finally, Karen, do you actually have to go to the Christmas party? If you're, say your Christmas party is on a Saturday night and you've got other stuff that you'd rather be doing or you need to be doing, do you have the right to say no?
You do have the right to say no. It is in your personal time, but I always say to people that, again, being perceived as committed and a team player and willing to give a little, those are all reflected in your decision. If you can't go to the Christmas party because you have obligations, then that's a different story.
Yep.
But, if you really just can't be bothered, then that's probably not going to be perceived.
Right, so washing my hair doesn't count as
No, probably not.
Put that one off the excuse list. I'll see you at the party, Dally, and Karen, you're welcome at ours as well, so make sure you come on over. We'll catch you again next Monday. This time of year, it might be hard for people to maintain their motivation when holidays are just on the horizon. We want to talk about being checked out at work. We'll do that next week. Have a good one, Karen.
Great, thanks, guys.